Hey everyone, it's Comic News with Duke and... Oh. Wait, I forgot. Sorry, it's a habit of mine. Now, many of you have noticed and are probably very upset. I've gotten a few angry letters. There's some people trying to burn my house down right now. I'll get to them after I'm done with this. Boy, my priorities are straight. There's no comic news this week. Here's why. There was zilch to talk about. There was the Young Justice cartoon, and that's it. That's all the news that really came out this week. I'll do a video on my thoughts on that later, but I honestly am probably not going to do anything until we see a trailer or something, because, you know, this is something it's just team up. But I'm off topic. So, why is there no news show this week specifically? Simple. There was nothing. I think I just said that before. Like I said, prepare for ramblings. There was nothing really this week at all, and probably because C2E2 was last week, which me and Mini Kajiv, who people are demanding stay on the news show, I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen. He's not even. No, I'm probably going to fire him on camera next time, or on voicemail, whatever. Wow, these ramblings go on, and I'm going to keep going. And there was no news show because there was no news, and we covered C2E2 last week. So I thought this would be probably a good time, because I talked to Eric, and our first plan was to talk about, because there was some stuff I couldn't cover last week because there was so much news, and if you people listened to me last week, I was pretty much sick and tired by part 3. I just didn't. I was just like, my God, there's too much, and there was a lot of news we didn't cover. And I'm probably not going to cover everything we missed, or we're probably just going to run over through the stuff we covered last week. But this is going to be a video on my thoughts on C2E2 this year. Why am I doing this? Eric suggested I did this instead of doing a news show this week, and, you know, I haven't done a video in a few days, so this is the perfect time. Now, I'm not going to cover everything. I'm just going to cover the major announcements that really I liked, or at least caught my attention. So, there's no real particular order, so I'm just probably going to randomly spew out crap. You people are used to hearing that in my videos anyway. So, there's a lot of interesting things happen on the DC side of news with C2E2. They announced the Time Masters miniseries that on the news show I was somewhat interested in. And my feelings haven't changed then. It sounds interesting. I'm picking up the first issue. It's just the fact that it involves Booster Gold, Rip Hunter, and Superman and Green Lantern going to search for Bruce Wayne. That's a very interesting idea, and it's going to obviously tie in with the return of Bruce Wayne, so I know Death God Storm's probably going to have to at least torrent it or something. He definitely wants to hear about this, and he ain't alone on this. And I've read some Booster Gold stuff, at least some of the newer stuff that Dan Jurgens did, and he's both writing and drawing this, so I'm very interested in this, definitely. Sorry, I was just thinking. And what else? Jeff Johns really brought up a lot of things about Brightest Day. Nothing really new since the Zero issue came out, but I'm looking forward to the stuff we're going to see here. I'm obviously a big DC fan, and I just love everything they're doing there. I want to try and make this somewhat ordered, so I'm looking at all the DC news. Oh, here's something interesting for all of you who are Batman fans. This was I found kind of interesting. They're going to do after Batman 700, which is going to be a big special thing, of course, because it's an anniversary issue. They're going to have 601 and 701 and 702. Boy, I am so doing good on this job. Are going to be a two-part arc called R.I.P. The Last Chapter, which Grant Morrison and Tony Daniel will be back together and do that. What this exactly involves is I'm not sure. It's probably going to give more detail to this already very very intricate and well-constructed story. I don't know. Steve's gonna watch it. Steve's gonna watch it. Steve's gonna read it. He just stares at the photos. You people don't know. He's gonna read it and probably talk about how it's the greatest thing ever. My question is, where the hell are we gonna see this in trade? But it's DC, and asking them about their trades is just a waste of time. I don't even know if they know. There's a pixie that makes them for them. There's a house of elves that make them. Wow. 5.5 minutes of me rambling so far. You people are troopers for staying on. I mean, DC didn't really announce a lot of big things that are worthwhile. Marvel took this opportunity to announce a lot of big things. And we're going to explain what the hell that is now, as soon as my computer starts working. This might be, I don't know if there's going to be more than a few parts. It might be, which I guess you people will be okay with. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I believe me and Eric talked about something called Omit, which was this mysterious Marvel event deal. And as you both, and if anyone didn't hear this episode, let me reenact our opinions. We didn't give a shit. It's something that Marvel's not giving us a lot of details on. And last time they did that, Captain America Reborn happened. And it turns out Omit stands for One Moment in Time, and is actually going to be a sequel, that's what Joe Kai says it is, to One More Day. Wow, so my interest killed. It's going to be a storyline that's going to take place in Amazing Spider-Man, starting with 637 and going through 640. And 640 is going to be oversized, and this story is essentially going to be what happened on the day that should have been the wedding day of Peter and MJ. Again, I don't know. Apparently, this shows what happened instead. Boy, does it take 4 issues to tell this story? I was loving Spider-Man, too. A lot of people are loving Spider-Man right now. I'm afraid this is going to ruin that love that people have. And that's just too bad, because, but not even the Gauntlet stuff, but I think for like over a year now, with the exception, I think there was like everything with the exception of like one arc I've loved of Spider-Man. Like, my friends let me reread his comics, and I have friends who love that stuff too. It's just, why do we have to open up this wound? I know people who still won't read Spider-Man. Eric refuses to even think about reading Spider-Man because of One More Day. And for those of you people who are still angry about it, you have all the right. You have all the right to be. I don't like it. I think it's, I'm probably gonna have, and Joe Quesada's writing it. I don't know. I might have to read it just for the train wreck factor of it.